Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. And guys, you know I come with that funny article first. The Dow is down because of the C word, guys. Yes, again. Remember, they're going to play the C word, they're going to play the stimulus. But we know the Fed is buying and pumping and dumping everything. We know that. Now, guys, they don't tell you stop eating fast food, stop smoking, stop drinking alcohol. Tell you put on a mask. That's right. But guys, let's get over into important news. We have Blackrock downgrading Treasuries. Guys, who owns the Treasuries? Japan. China owns our debt. So what is it going to do? That's going to force their hand. And we know, especially if you don't know, please go to my Crypto Teacher channel and look at my videos. China is about to take over. I'm going to put more videos up here though. But China is definitely about to take over, guys. They're going to be the new empire, and we're going to take the step back. Now, we know BlackRock has been a fourth hand of the central bank. So we know that the Fed went to BlackRock to buy ETFs and bonds and all that good stuff. But guys, getting over into the actual news and stocks, we have bond defaults deliver 99% losses and the new era of U.S. bankruptcies. And guys, we know we have not even felt the worst yet until next year. It's going to be a ripple effect in the economy. But what do the Fed have and the government have as a solution? That's right. Cryptocurrencies is coming up, guys. It's coming right behind it. Remember, they cause the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. Now, getting over into stocks, guys, we see a big consolidation in chip stocks. Now, remember these chip stocks. Some of these chip stocks are going 38 times earnings. Guys, make sure we're not just looking at the name, the news. Make sure we understand what the New World Order is doing. We know that AMD, NVIDIA, all these stocks shouldn't be where they're at right now. This is for future projections of earnings, which no one knows but the Fed, because the Fed is the one pumping it, guys. We don't even see the real reality of the actual company. That's the reason why I tell you Intel. Intel is a solid company. Look at the ratio, guys. Look at the profit to earnings ratio, the PE ratio. Come on, guys. 38 times earnings. Look at Xilinx. So AMD is going to be buying Xilinx. So just like I said, a big consolidation. But guys, these companies have a lot of debt, and then plus the Fed is pumping them nowhere near where they should be at. Same thing with Nikola, the electric vehicle company. Still at what, like $8-9 billion. Come on, guys. The Fed is buying their stocks. Do not let that out of your mind, guys. The Fed is buying these stocks. So don't let it get confused. When they drop it down, it's not going to hurt them. Remember, they have the printing press. They're printing this. It's not going to hurt them. And believe me, I was a big NVIDIA, AMD buyer. Of course, I put that in my Crypto Teacher stock channel before, right when the collapse happened. I said, hey, look, make sure you're buying these. Yes, it went up. But guys, right now, they're trading too high. They just are. Just like I said, 38 times earnings. That's just out in this world. Ridiculous. But also, guys, we have First Solar had a 70% sales increase. So we had the Rockefellers, heirs come up and say, look, solar is going to be the big thing. So guys, let's make sure that we are invested in the future. Now, talking about the future, guys, we have another SPAC. The ticker ACACU in the entertainment, ACs. I think MGM has their hand in it also. Remember, guys, these SPACs are going to be pumping. Because basically you have the CEOs who have the connection with the Fed who's printing the money. So, of course, that's the reason why they're getting billions and billions of dollars. Now, we have EQT to buy Chevron assets for $735 million. Another consolidation. We know oil is about to consolidate because the fact is that basically they already said they're moving over to renewables. So the oil is going to be in a small group of hands. We know China hasn't said that yet. So don't forget about that. And lastly, guys, we have AirBNB chooses the IPO for the NASDAQ over New York Stock Exchange. That's the reason why when we have Airbnb going public, guys, we know we are about to open up soon. But of course, they're going to wait until we get close. But they know what the C word is going to start dying out after this election. All this was for is to move this digital technology over, get physical currency out, and then plus, of course, the election year. So once this election over, it's going to be a whole new ball game. So don't forget about that. Airbnb wouldn't even survive if the C word is going to hang around. It's not. But guys, just make sure you are looking towards the future, investing in the future. Now, when it comes to actual Bitcoin and cryptos everything will be tokenized. When it comes to CNBC, guys, don't listen to CNBC. Take the nuggets out of it, cipher the truth out of it, and leave the rest, like I teach on the Crypto Teacher channel. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check the Crypto Teacher channel out. Y'all have a wonderful day.
And Michael Sonnenschein, he's the managing director of Grayscale Investments, largest asset manager in the digital currency space. Michael, great to speak with you.
Same here. Thanks for having me.
BTC is also up 25% this month alone, and I'm wondering, what do you think is a primary driver of this rise, especially because, I mean, we're just about a week away from the election. I mean, does that have something to do with this?
I think what we're seeing is that Bitcoin has really solidified its role as digital gold in investor portfolios. Investors are telling us that Bitcoin warrants a place in their portfolios because they're living in a world characterized by digital exchanges and not physical ones. And it's not just investors telling this. We're seeing the same kind of reports of research coming out from major banks like JP Morgan. And what's interesting is that Bitcoin continues to get challenged. And each time it does, it comes out stronger. And honestly, 2020 has been no exception to that rule. This year, we saw this past spring, one day where Bitcoin drew down almost 50% in a single day. And now Bitcoin's returned to almost 90% year to date, which is, broadly outperforming the equity markets and a lot of other asset classes. So investors really just can't ignore it anymore.
How excited were you when Paul Tudor Jones was on Squawk Box and he talked up Bitcoin? I mean, were you high-fiving your partners over at Grayscale?
There have been a lot of good tailwinds. We've seen PayPal meaningfully enter the space, public companies like Square and MicroStrategy adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets. And yes, we're certainly seeing it at Grayscale. We've brought in over $2.5 billion in new investor money this year, which is more than double our cumulative inflows from 2013 all the way through last year. So we're seeing growth on all fronts.